except that you wanted to snake his movie from him. And what? And then now all these stories are coming out. It's like, yeah, Blake Lively was the cruelest person I've ever worked with.
The majority of people I'm reading are not okay that he went and joked about such a serious thing. In fact, it actually did the reverse for many.
I've figured this out. It's like, yeah, we like your movies, but there's social media now. So we know what you're really like. We can see through your, whatever.
Words coming in from the celebrities at the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary, asking why Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were even there.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, Hollywood's golden couple. Now at the center of a scandal that's blowing up faster than anyone could have imagined. What happened when they showed up to Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary? Why did their appearance spark whispers, side eyes, and a wave of Hollywood backlash? Last night, they pulled off a so-called publicity stunt that left everyone asking, why were they even there? Ryan Reynolds cracked a joke that might just be the final nail in the coffin of their once untouchable reputation. Stick around, because what happened next could destroy their careers for good. Saturday night, SNL's 50th anniversary. A historic event bringing together some of the most iconic figures in comedy and entertainment. Stars like Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, and Steve Martin filled the room with nostalgic energy, ready to celebrate decades of legendary sketches and unforgettable moments. But then, they showed up. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Their sudden appearance, completely unexpected. And for all the wrong reasons. The crowd was buzzing when they entered. Some whispers were tinged with curiosity, others with confusion. What were they doing here? With the legal storm swirling around them, it seemed like a baffling move. And then came the joke. Ryan, known for his quick wit and sarcastic charm, tried to downplay the tension with a playful jab. How's it going? Followed by the now infamous line. Good, why? What have you heard? It was meant to be clever. A casual nod to the gossip.
I have a question.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds.
Hi.
Hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
But instead of laughter, the room fell into an awkward silence. The energy shifted instantly. It was as if the air had been sucked out of the room.
Publicity stunt last night where they went on SNL and Ryan Reynolds made this silly joke, this really silly joke.
A-listers who once admired their playful banter now watched uncomfortably. It wasn't clever, it was reckless. The audience wasn't laughing. They were questioning every motive behind their sudden appearance. And that's when the whispers began. Why were they even there? Were they trying to use humor to distract from something much darker?
The celebrities are gossiping about drama amid Baldoni.
Certainly not the brightest person. And what you just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just so silly to say. It's not a well thought out. It's like if you had an idea for a premise and it was totally baked and half baked and you went on stage with it. You just would know if your wives were up to some nefarious stuff.
Behind the polished smiles and glitzy outfits, Blake Lively was embroiled in a battle that could not only ruin her career but potentially bankrupt her. A $400 million defamation lawsuit filed by Justin Baldoni, an accusation that has shaken the foundation of her once flawless image. At the heart of the lawsuit? Allegations of harassment and alleged smear campaign during the filming of It Ends With Us. Baldoni, a respected actor and director known for his roles in Jane the Virgin and Clouds, found himself accused of misconduct, claims that he vehemently denies. But here's where things get truly messy. Lively, once beloved for her relatable, down-to-earth persona, began to claim severe emotional distress. Reports of sleepless nights, anxiety attacks, and public statements about the toll the allegations had taken on her mental health flooded the media. Yet there she was, front and center at SNF, smiling ear to ear, joking alongside her husband. The optics were disastrous. It raised a burning question. If she was truly suffering, what was she doing flaunting herself on national television? And let's not forget the broader controversy surrounding the very movie at the heart of this battle. It Ends With Us was already under fire for questionable casting decisions. Fans were disappointed, and critics began questioning whether the adaptation could even capture the emotional depth of the original novel. Add the scandal to the mix, and the entire project seemed doomed.
They're sort of radioactive. In one breath, Blake Lively is saying she was the subject of serious sexual harassment during the filming of It Ends With Us, and now they're making light of it on SNL's 50th reunion show. So tonally, it does seem off, and I can imagine people just wanting to stay away from it. You're going to catch strap.
If there's one thing Hollywood loves more than a success story, it's a downfall. And Blake and Ryan were beginning to feel the full weight of that reality. Inside sources at the SNL event described a frosty atmosphere. Celebrities who once shared champagne toasts with the couple suddenly avoided eye contact. Even Colleen Hoover, the best-selling author of It Ends With Us, began to distance herself from Lively. Social media sleuths quickly noticed Hoover had wiped her Instagram clean of any mention of Blake, cutting ties as rumors of the scandal swirled. And it wasn't just Hoover. Feminist icons and Hollywood insiders, once supportive of Lively's career, began stepping back in silence. The whispers spread like wildfire. Was this the fall of Hollywood's golden couple? Even their closest celebrity friends began to retreat, leaving Blake and Ryan isolated in an industry that thrives on loyalty, or at the very least, the illusion of it.
That wasn't fulfilling for me, that I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character.
Legal experts were quick to pounce on the couple's disastrous SNL appearance, in the court of public opinion, and possibly in a literal courtroom. It wasn't a good look. The optics couldn't have been worse. If Blake was truly suffering from the distress she claimed, why was she making public appearances? Why was she laughing, cracking jokes, and basking in the limelight?
I mean, that behavior contradicts your argument that you want a fair trial and you don't want this to play out in the court of public opinion, yet you're standing in front of a room of celebrities on a national television.
Just when people thought Justin Baldoni was finally the bad guy, Blake Lively proved she will always be the bad guy. Justin Baldoni just released the piece of the puzzle that will destroy Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Colleen Hoover, Taylor Swift, the New York Times.
Legal experts were quick to pounce on the couple's disastrous SNL appearance, in the court of public opinion, and possibly in a literal courtroom. It wasn't a good look. The optics couldn't have been worse. If Blake was truly suffering from the distress she claimed, why was she making public appearances? Why was she laughing, cracking jokes, and basking in the limelight? These aren't just questions from Twitter critics. They're arguments Baldoni's legal team could use in court. Public displays of joy and humor can undermine claims of emotional distress. Lawyers are now predicting that this footage will be used against her, casting doubt on her sincerity and potentially derailing her entire case. Meanwhile, Baldoni himself has maintained a stark contrast. He's reportedly spending quiet time with his family in Hawaii, seeking solace away from the chaos. His low-profile lifestyle is painting a picture of someone wrongfully accused, someone trying to hold on to normalcy while weathering a storm.
If I'm not mistaken, is on vacation right now with his kids in Hawaii. Is he still there? Do you speak to him?
I do speak to him. I speak to him often. I wouldn't call it vacation. Somebody who's been accused of heinous, arguably what are crimes, is on vacation.
Wasn't in the best place. I told them that I was exhausted, that I haven't given myself time to recover.
In contrast, Blake and Ryan's high-profile blunder could be the very thing that sinks their defense, and possibly their careers.
It's really interesting. A lot of them are just not looking at him at all, even though he's standing and talking.
And then came the flood. Almost immediately after their SNL appearance, social media lit up with outrage. Hashtags like #BlakeAndRyan canceled and #JusticeForBaldoni surged across platforms. TikTok creators dissected every second of their appearance, breaking down every awkward interaction, every forced smile, and every ill-timed joke.
I didn't like him. Just gonna be straight with you, I didn't fucking like him. So
I will happily participate in releasing any further leaks that they have, because the truth should be out there.
And then we'll talk about everybody making fun of them, like all the A-list celebrities. What are you doing here? Why are you guys here? Do you guys really believe that you're still part of our crew? You crooked weirdos.
The words that we heard were they were confused as to why they would be there and involved in this way.
YouTubers churned out reaction videos and deep dives into the scandal, exposing uncomfortable truths about the couple's past behavior. Old interviews resurfaced, ones where Blake made tone-deaf jokes or Ryan's sarcastic humor came off as mean-spirited. And then came the memes. Thousands flooded Twitter and Reddit, turning the once-beloved couple into the butt of the internet's latest joke. Blake's wholesome, relatable image shattered. Ryan's reputation as Hollywood's lovable, witty funny man tarnished beyond recognition. As the controversy deepened, darker theories began to surface. Insiders started whispering that Blake's motivations might not be entirely rooted in seeking justice. Instead, some speculated that her allegations against Baldoni were part of a calculated power play. With Baldoni's reputation tarnished, Lively could have positioned herself to take creative.
We do have It Starts With Us, so I'm hoping to see you back in the double duty role.
I think there are better people for that one.
Justin.
I think Blake Lively's ready to direct. That's what I think. So, yeah.
Possibly even stepping into the director's chair. But this isn't the Hollywood of a decade ago. The industry and the public has grown more skeptical of sudden allegations that conveniently arise when power struggles are at play. Cases like Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp have made people think twice about jumping to conclusions. Now, audiences demand proof, and they're not afraid to call out manipulation when they see it. All eyes are now on March 9th, 2026, the date when Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni will finally face off in court. Legal analysts are already predicting fireworks. If Baldoni's team uses the SNL appearance effectively, Blake could find herself not just losing the lawsuit, but also her career. And let's not forget Ryan. His reckless joke, meant to lighten the mood, could be interpreted as mocking the severity of the situation, casting a shadow over both their reputations. Hollywood's golden couple is teetering on the edge of ruin.
People were sort of just noticing that Blake Lively was not the nicest person. Like, she was a mean girl, tone deaf for things that were...
Somebody in Blake Lively's camp was shopping around what they claimed to be HR complaints to various tabloids and publications, namely TMZ, Daily Mail, and the New York Post.
It is the article where they are covering the Blake Lively complaint, claiming that text messages that were used in the article that they wrote just depict him in the wrong light. They're out of context.
So, what's next for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds? Will they manage to salvage their careers, or are they destined to become Hollywood's latest cautionary tale? One thing's clear, their carefully crafted images have been shattered, and their power in Hollywood is slipping fast. The clock is ticking, and with the court date looming, the next chapter of this explosive scandal is bound to send shockwaves through the entertainment world. Stay tuned, because this drama is far from over. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and get ready, because when it comes to Hollywood scandals, this is just the beginning.